doesn't make sense now. Shit just got real, things are getting intense now. I hear you talking about we a lot, boy, you speak French now. Giving me the sign, so I gotta take a hit now. I hit you up like, do you wanna hang right now?
Whew. Hey y'all, we gotta talk. Let's get straight into it because I'm not trying to edit no 5-hour long video, okay? Catch me on live if you want to talk to me like this, whether TikTok or YouTube live. The past few videos that you guys have seen is not up to date. Ever since I started my TikTok, I've definitely taken just a little bit of a break on YouTube because we're short on cash at the moment. I told you guys how I've been laid off. You guys been seeing my journey between trying to work in between, right? Here's the thing. My videos are a few weeks behind, and as I'm moving forward, I want to make sure that y'all are caught up. So I think I have like one more video to put out that was from like 2, maybe 3 weeks ago. But I don't know, after I put this out, I think I might just scrap that and just start from here. I did it like that on purpose, so I did kind of have myself a break. I had myself a break from long form content. Now I was still making content via TikTok, but on YouTube, I don't know. And I'm happy that you guys probably couldn't even tell, although one of the weeks was like 10 days apart, but that was simply because of lack of motivation in editing, because of everything that was going on. But that's what this conversation is here that I want to talk to you guys about, is like what's going on and an update, because y'all are a few weeks behind. So okay, so I don't know where my videos left off at. I told y'all I kind of like just scrapped some of the content because I didn't like it anyways. I didn't like how it was looking. I didn't like how it was editing. I just didn't like it, so I scrapped it. So we're gonna start from here. I made a few bullet points so I could stay on track and we get done with this video, okay? Okay, starting with TikTok. I know I was telling y'all how since I became a stay-at-home mom full-time that I wanted to go into content creation head first. Like, we're diving into it strong, right? Because I got the time. I started with TikTok because I know on TikTok you can grow the fastest one. And in my opinion, I think you can make money with that platform the fastest as well. YouTube, in my opinion, might be the second platform, but still, there's some other things to it. And maybe just because I'm like moving forward with the TikTok I've had, with the YouTube that I've had for years instead of creating a new one. I don't know. For YouTube, I just wasn't willing to scrap all of my subscribers. TikTok, we're gonna get to that. So let's start off. The last time I talked to y'all, I think I had it in my video. I think I have 4 followers. I didn't post the content that I had made where I was talking to y'all about how I had like 15, 20, or 25 followers. Y'all, 3 weeks later, we're at 965 followers. First of all, a few of my videos blew up. A few of them already blew up. Secondly, I've been going on live, and live been giving me a whole lot. Like, I've gotten 36 followers in one live before. And like, they don't just disappear like I feel like on YouTube. On YouTube, you get followers on YouTube from lives. I feel like they just disappear. Like, I don't see them no more. I have a few here and there that I see. And like, if they comment, I know exactly who they are. Because they'll be like, hey, Zena, or hey, Shayna. I know exactly who they are. Also, I want to post that this is how much money that I've made so far. I've created on TikTok. I've created a new income series on TikTok showing you guys what day I'm on in an effort to create another source of income to help out my husband. Now, it is low, but then again, I am working with under 1,000 followers. And then the video that I blew up on, it blew up because I had 70 followers, and I had like a total of like maybe 10 cents in my YouTube studio or in my monetization area. So yeah, it blew up. I'll show you guys. This is the video that I did. And that's really it with TikTok. I met an influencer at the event that I'm about to tell you guys about. Remember the event that I was telling you guys that I wanted to do and wanted to go? If I made the money, I wanted to make it a whole experience and create content around it. Well, I didn't end up being able to buy the ticket and go, but I was a vendor. And because she kept her vendors and the event in the same area, I was still able to experience the event. Maybe not in its totality, but I'm still glad that I was still able to at least experience part of the event. And that was through the vending table. It was very nice. It was a open space for women to open up about themselves, tell them different things they're going through, things that they bloomed at, just all those different things. But at that event, I met another creator. She's actually on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram. Her name is Life with Rena. Her name is Serena. And she was telling me how she's getting paid, she's monetized, she has brand deals, and she's a micro influencer. So I'm like, okay, this can't be by chance. I know I can do this. I ended up talking to her. I showed her my page, and she was like, girl, you gotta get your thumbnails together. Like, you gotta get your branding on point. So if you guys have, I feel like on YouTube, I'm pretty organized and good at that for the most part, I think. But when it comes to TikTok, Instagram, and the other platforms, specifically TikTok, because I am thinking of restarting my Instagram. I don't know if I'm gonna create a new Instagram. I'm leaning towards creating a new Instagram, but I'm also thinking of restarting my Instagram also. I don't know. I just needed to get away from close family and friends that always have an opinion about something, because I won't be able to be as open as I am. You know, when you go over to my TikTok, the first 20, 25, I don't know, depending on when you're looking at this, I feel like are all in one accord. They're all uniform. I have all white text on it in the thumbnails. It's clean and clear, but if you scroll down, it goes into a bit of a random thumbnail. The content theme is generally the same, but the thumbnails is a little scattered. So that was one of the things that she helped me out with, and I'm like, all right, let's just pick one, stick to it. If it changes later, but let's stick to one and so it can look nice. All right, going on to the next thing. Are you still selling energy? The answer is no. I don't have the time or the desire to pick up another skill or audience or demographic of the sort to start selling energy. So the problem came when I ended up having to be a stay-at-home mom on an accident. Having all of my babysitters not there and being laid off at the same time put me in a position where I would have to rely on daycare, money I don't have for daycare. And then even if I wanted to get a part-time job, I technically couldn't, because who will watch my son? So this is kind of where relying on social media comes in. It's like, okay, we're gonna work it like a job. We're gonna clock in, we're gonna show up, and we're gonna be on this thing every day. And when it comes to selling energy, I am not clear. If I can't sell anything else online, I'm not selling energy online. I need to get a good handle on just selling myself as a personality, as a creator on social media before I begin to sell anything else online. That's how I personally feel, because years ago I sold makeup, I had a store, I did all of these things online, and I just feel like if I can't do that, then if I can't do that with that, and I still can't do it with what I'm doing now, then it's because we need to build up an audience or change the audience at that. I've accepted being a stay-at-home mom. I never wanted to. I think of myself as like a Fallon on Dynasty. I don't know if you guys ever seen that. Not her character, her boss nature, her natural dominancy to rule a company, a multi-million, billion-dollar company, and manage. That's how I see myself. I know my potential is greater than where I am in the present, but because of that nature that I have is the reason why I personally didn't and still don't like being a stay-at-home mom. Now, let's get this correct. I see this as like a blessing in disguise, kind of, because I did ask God for more time to spend in content creation, and I wanted to be full-time in it. And I was actually struggling putting out more content because my job was taking up all of my time. And I didn't really want my content to be all centered around life insurance, but it was. So I'm like, okay, well, God, I hope you can, do something with this. But being a stay-at-home mom allowed me the freedom and opportunity to post on social media as much as I can, as much as I like. And that's actually what I'm going to do. Getting into my next point, I'm gonna skip on over. Well, no, I'm gonna wait. But so yeah, I just accepted it. The reason why I accepted it is because at the current stage that I am in my life, I feel like I'm forcing everything. Even when it comes to life insurance, I'm forcing it instead of letting it flow. My mom always says this thing, don't work at it, flow at it. And I believe that God is in the flow. The more you resist, the harder it's gonna be. Depending on the situation. In my situation, it's like life is moving me to sit still, sit down. Literally, like at home, I can't move. My baby is not, he's a cool baby, but whew, I can't really do much with him business-wise or going to work-wise with him by my side. Not having babysitters, not having the fund to pay for daycare. It's kind of like almost forced to be in this situation. And so I'm taking advantage of this sitting still moment and pushing out content and hopefully creating some income out of that. Life insurance. Are you still selling life insurance? I am still selling life insurance, but I will be selling it at home. And then again, I'll be utilizing and taking advantage of the days that my husband will still be at home so that he can watch Caden. And I could still at least go out and do something, because if I could still sell life insurance, maybe buy leads, get some appointments, get some commission in, then again, we'll be more than fine. Because why go get a part-time job getting paid $500-600 a week if I can just land a life insurance deal or two and make $500-600 in a day, which I do. I do that now. The only problem with being a broker at the moment in my situation is, again, no babysitters. And this is why I'm like, okay, Najee, you gotta stop forcing it. This is where you're at right now. So I'm gonna create content. That's literally what I asked God for. I'm like, God, I'm so busy. My life is just full of life insurance. Like, geez Louise. I want something else. Like, me personally, I'm a girl's girl. I like to see the girls in cute outfits. I like to see the girls go get their nails done. All of these different things. I don't even want to see life insurance all day long, but that's what my life was consumed of, right? So, yeah. And then also, I have to sell life insurance in the way that it seems fit for my family at the moment, which is going to be on the phone. I told you guys I wanted to start my own brand in life insurance, not my own agency, but my own financial company. But I'm even going to put that at a pause because all of it feels like a force. The name don't feel like a force. I definitely want and need to do things in my own name, but progressing in it the way that I see fit, it's not working. So what I want to do is this is going into my next. What's next? I want to get more into my word. I gotta go to God and see what's up. What's next? What are we doing from here? I know I said I believe God told me different things, and I still believe that, but I need to know how to go about it because of what's going on at the moment. I'm like forced to sit still. I'm forced to be a stay-at-home mom, not because of my husband, not because of nothing else, but because of the transition that I'm currently in at the moment, which I've already explained. If you still don't get it, I don't know what to tell you, baby. Go look at my other videos. Also, I plan on doing content full-time. So I have on here, I want to create a schedule around creating content for TikTok and YouTube. TikTok just represents short-form content. Now, the reason why I say that is because I'll eventually get to Instagram. I just don't know how I want to do that. Whether I'm going to start a new page or just start posting everything on there. I don't know. I kind of want to get away from the people that already know me. And that was the whole reason why I actually started a TikTok. If you're watching this right now and you follow me on TikTok and you're like, oh, you block me? Baby, I don't block people. I personally just feel like if you don't want to see me, that you can unfollow me. And then for me, if I don't want to see you, well, it's kind of different. For the situation that I'm in creating a source of income and people being like, oh, she wants to be this, she wants to be that. And then being torn down by those thoughts, I just decided to create a new one. Because at the moment, this is like do or die, baby. Do or die. We need to make some income. We need to make something shake. And this is what I've already started generating money. No, it's not a lot. My new word of the day, my new prayer is we're going to create no less than $1,000 every week from TikTok from TikTok. How that may be, I don't know. You got Instagram, you got YouTube, you have TikTok lives, you have subscriptions, you have the different programs that TikTok's pushing you through to pay for your videos. You got brand deals. There are so many ways that you can make money utilizing content creation if you just stay the course. And that's kind of what I'm doing right now. I'm in the middle of a series on TikTok. I don't know if I'm going to create a series on YouTube or not. Long form content takes a lot longer to edit. Then again, I was thinking of doing daily videos, which would be a lot quicker. Instead of my videos being like an hour, my videos might be somewhere around 20-30 minutes, but they'll be daily. And then I'll have my weekends off. So I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. Today's Monday on the day that I'm recording this. And I think I'll be uploading it on Tuesday morning. So it'll just be a day behind. I'm definitely editing this and putting it on there. What else? I want to create a schedule on when I'm going live on TikTok because TikTok has been giving me how should I say this? TikTok lives have been giving me a lot of followers. And starting off, that's very good so that they can get to know who I am. They trust me as a person and then they enjoy my content as I make it. And that's about it, y'all. I'm thinking on whether I want to create daily videos on YouTube or maybe do every other day. Do different conversational pieces. Something happened between me and a close friend of mine. And I wanted to make a video on, not on that friendship, but just like, I feel like having friendships as an adult or creating new friendships as an adult can be hard. So I wanted to like take some different notes and tips that like I gather and I feel as being a friend and maybe see if I can create a little conversational piece on YouTube. So I don't know. Those are like going different from the flow of where my content is already at. And I don't know. I was just thinking about that. So you guys tell me what you think of that, and that's about it. I think I'm going to end this video here. Yeah, I think this is a good stopping point. Yeah, I got a few things to do later on, but I definitely think I'm going to TikTok those. I need to organize my brain, organize what I want to do for the next few days, and just kind of get that together. And then I'll see you guys tomorrow. Toot!